Back to pass. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to run, it's Hughes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Defense in press coverage. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Made a defender miss. And they make the tackle not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Let's go! A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll run it. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. He's got it on the outside. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the sticks, it's Brown. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Gain of 18. And that's a
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. Out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Sets up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. He'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands. It's Hughes. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
To the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Still on his feet at the 45. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Lagway. That's caught, it's Sturdivant. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Escapes trouble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The corners are walked up tight. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Brown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play. The Gators come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He turns it loose to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room at the 35. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. Wants to fire on second down. Slings it downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Moore will throw. The sure hands, it's Hughes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Ducks are on the move. He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. Looking down the middle. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Going to finish it with a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Now sliding to his left. Gets away from... Oh, this has disaster written all over it, and down he goes. A huge loss. I mean, that single play can flip the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Finds a man in the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Gators in the hurry-up. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Turning it on. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And they get him down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that
running room in the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Under fire. Quarterback moving. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and the goodness.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
He wants to go deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Yeah, I think if you're the head coach now, you start running the football. That's now the second pick you've thrown in the fourth quarter. You've got the lead. It's time now to try to ice the game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Dropping back, it's Lagway. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something pumped. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after it! And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Bringing the heat. Now improvising. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in, and Stewart. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. It's a running run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To throw, it's Lagway. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.